In this demonstration, I would like to show a problem with interacting with food items. And I think I think a lot of players are going to have some irritations with it, then send to a certain type of feedback, and that will cause their feedback team to misinterpret the issue and then lead to a bad fix. And what I mean by that, they recently updated the food and water rates, so you need to drink something every 2 or 3 hours. But it's a great feature. And what's also great in this game that you can pick up things, like you can select them here from a shop, pick them up, buy them, use them, or put them somewhere. That part is wonderful. Well, you can see forum topics where players say that they cannot buy stuff in bulk, and stocking their ship with items is a problem. And I think developers recently mentioned they want to add some send to ship feature. So you can buy something here and it gets automatically sent to the ship. However, I think that's the wrong fix for the problem. That's basically the type of fix where you identify a problem within a system, and then you tear out almost all of the magic or the good thing of the system just to get rid of the complaints. It's like cutting away the trees so you can see the forest better. What I mean by that is picking up stuff physically and having to physically stuff it in your pocket and then carry it to the ship, then take it out of your pocket, putting it on a table or whatever you want, that's a good thing. That's not a problem. The problem is that there's some stiffness in the animation system and some of the user interface that causes that stuff to be irritating to do. So let me show you. Let's see, walk up here. Pick an item, now you can do a quick buy. Now notice how stiff it is. Your character gets moved forward. Okay, that's an animation trick. They basically blend your character into a position where you can pick up seamlessly. Okay, that's not the issue. Problem is here now. Going to go away. Notice that hitch in the animation. Notice that. Take that thing and store it. If the game would do it. Come on, let's do it. Let's drop it on the ground. Okay, now let's try this again. I see you going to the thing that I want to buy. Like here. Notice the animation gets stuck. Then when you want to get out of this part of the animation, you press WSD or something, then there's a sharp edge in the animation. Notice how the camera jerks around. And that is very irritating. You have to do it all the time. Now imagine I want to buy 5 bottles like that. Click on that, then I have to go down here. Go to store. Now my inventory carry capacity is already full. Because I got a small vest here. But anyway, you have to take it, you have to move your mouse cursor, look down at your thing, press on store. Now the idea that you can use, what do you call it, that inner thought system, I think it's an elegant system in certain situations where you can actually point to the item on your body and interact with it this way. The problem is if you want to buy 5 bottles, it gets repetitive and it gets irritating because the camera jerk all the time. So how do we fix that without tearing all of the beauty of the feature out of the game? What I would do is first off smooth out the animation, so when you go to that screen, you buy an item, that jerk into that position should be smoother, and the jerk out of the position, when you hold it, like when you're in the inspect mode, if it would actually inspect, come on, inspect the damn thing. Anyway, when you're stuck in the inspect screen, and then you have to press WSD, one of the keys, and then it is this jerk that's get really irritating. So you have to smooth that part out. And if that would be smoothed out, then there would be no problem just grabbing 5 bottles one by one, putting it in, and going to the ship. Now the next solution would be to buy like a 6-pack of things. So you have like 6 items in a box that you could carry the whole box and put it somewhere. Another thing that I like to have is, for example, let's say you're in inspect mode, which is currently bugged out because of the PTU server. Not that the regular servers run any better than this stuff. That you do not have to look down and press it. So, for example, I know I have a soda can in my hand. Now, in real life, I don't have to look at the soda can to make the decision to put it in my pouch. I can do that without looking at it. So what the game should have is 4 or 5 hotkeys in some way. So I can just stand here. Let's just imagine inner thought, like something like inner thought. You right mouse. And then you go up, like there would be like a little pie icon for store, then a pie icon over here for drink, drop, inspect. And it could also be silent hotkeys, like that you could map on the keyboard. Like for example, if you're an FPS player, I don't know, one of the F keys, some keys that you don't use, we can just press it, and you go instantly to storing. because then this whole irritation with putting somewhere, it just goes away. And I think that would fix the problem without, because send to ship, it breaks the immersion of the game, because it's one of the best things in this game is the seamless world, which means I can grab the water bottle here, I can hold on to it, I can walk into a ship, some dude can fly me with the ship, and I can hold the thing in my hand and put it on a table on another planet if I want to. And that should be preserved as much as possible. It shouldn't be torn out every time something is difficult to animate or to program. Because if the game loses that, then I think it loses its best part.